poppin' today, fuckers? Today, I'm gonna show you how to make a Amaretto sour, which can also be a whiskey sour if you change it a little bit, but we'll get into that. So first, you need to take a half ounce of simple syrup. Go in your tin. Next, if you're doing an Amaretto sour, you're gonna take a half ounce of your Woodford.
That's whiskey.
Yes. Yes. Now, if you're doing a whiskey sour, you would do 1.5 ounces of this, but since we're doing an Amaretto sour, we're going to do an ounce and a half of this. So, just to clarify, if you're doing a whiskey sour, sorry, this is kind of my recipe, but I think it's good. People think it's good. So, if you're doing a whiskey sour, you would do 1.5 ounces of whiskey, preferably bourbon, or Woodford, and then a half ounce of this. I think it tastes good. I don't know. If you're doing an Amaretto sour, you would do 1.5 ounces of this and a half ounce of this. So you can just flip-flop those. Next, give your sour mix a little shake. I do 2 ounces of it, and it's leaky, so I'm gonna have to wipe again. It's great. Now these sours, the other thing that's great about them, is typically you would put an egg white in there and then you'd shake the shit out of it and then it makes it foamy and weird. It's good. But instead, if you prefer to do this, it's easier. There's this stuff behind the bar. It's kept right by the Angostura bitters down here. It's called Miss Better's Bitters. It's a foaming bitters. So you take it out, fill the vial up, you just drop in 1/3 of the vial, and then you're gonna shake it. But instead of shaking it with ice, we're going to do what's called a dry shake. And that's just shaking it with no ice. Shake it, let it foam up, shake it real good. And you don't even have to strain it. Just put it right in the glass. I don't know if you can tell, it's pretty foamy. Just like if you were to put an egg white in that. Top it with ice. And then you'd garnish it with a filthy cherry, which we're kind of low on them to make some more. So I'm not going to do that because I'm not going to waste one. But yeah, so that's how you do an Amaretto sour. Again, you flip-flop the amount of Amaretto and bourbon if you're going to do a whiskey sour. But yeah, cheers. Pretty good.